After 10 months in power, Africa has got a new powerful eye. An eye that doesn't get scared. An eye that doesn't discriminate. An eye that has given Africans hope. Speaking of hope, for the longest time now, Africans have been depending on the Western countries for help. On a statement made by South African President, it even reached a time when African presidents realized that they are begging Western countries for help.
But there have been times when we felt like we were beggars. I played a key role as chair of the African Union during the COVID period. We felt like we were beggars when it came to vaccine availability, when we felt we needed access to vaccines, and the Northern Hemisphere countries had bought all the vaccines in the world and they were hogging them. And they didn't want to release them at the time when we needed them most. And we felt like we were begging. And at times it felt like they would just be droppings from the table, that yes, we will give you that and that. And let me tell you something that generated a lot of resentment. We resented that, and it got worse when we said we want to manufacture our own vaccine. And when we went to the WTO, there was a lot of resistance, enormous resistance. And we kept saying, what is more important, life or profits by your big pharmaceutical companies? And that too, I must tell you now, generated and deepened that disappointment and resentment on our part, because we felt like life in the Northern Hemisphere is much more important than life in the global South. And these are issues that need to be addressed. And I'm glad that we are all seated here like this, because we've got to get to the heart of these matters and address them.
My main aim in this video is about how Africa has hope of uniting so that Africans can depend on themselves according the new eye of Africa, President William Ruto. You might be asking yourselves if it's possible to unite all the 54 African countries. What plans does William Ruto has? It's not a long story. Please let me explain. Welcome back to Teens Republic, the life-to-life educative channel. Before we continue,